Rachel's house. Say hi, Rachel. Good morning.
Morning.
And today is the beginning of our big trip. So I'm going to show you kind of what the plan is. We have 2 backpacks, about 30 days, and we are going to go from Oregon to New York. So here's what we're packing. This is just typical of what's going on in my backpack here. I have a rain jacket, a winter cap, a really small sleeping bag. In fact, it's like only good for like 55 degrees. It gets pretty cold. A small towel, that's what I'm bathing with. It's just a hand towel. A map, a permanent marker. My cell phone, hopefully it stays charged. I do have an external charger as well. A Course in Miracles, of course. I had to bring a 5-pound book. Some toiletries. There's a bag of clothes. A sleeping pad, which I just bought yesterday, mostly to keep us warm while we're camping. A bottle for water. Some running shoes. Some cardboard. And this is all the food we're bringing because, again, we're going on $0. So we have emergency money if we need it. Somebody also gave us a $20 gift certificate we could use if it comes down to that. But in general, we're hoping that people will feed us, or we're also using our food stamps. Alex has like $50 left. So for 1 month, hoping that will be sufficient. But we have here like emergency use, like nutritional powder. I have some gum because I'm just a gum fanatic. We got 1 can of Amy's chili that we didn't eat while we were at Rachel's. A couple things of oatmeal, a couple bananas, and I've got to have my green tea. So we'll see how it goes. Are you excited?
Yeah, we got our emergency money here. 12 cents. All right.
Oh shit.
Good morning, Vietnam.
And green means pause, I guess. So here we are. Here's the giant map I brought. Here's where we are right now. This is Eugene, Oregon. And that is our starting point. And our ending point is right over here. New York, New York.
New York, New York.
So, the flexible plan is this. Let me just go through it with you. We want to take back roads mostly, but go through Oregon into Idaho. Boise's right here. It's illegal to hitchhike in Idaho. We just found out today, so we're going to try to make this quick. Maybe even take the interstate over here. We might want to go into Yellowstone and to the Tetons over here in Wyoming, down and around. And then Alex has got some friends in Denver, as do I, so hopefully somebody will let us stay. Down into New Mexico, there's a guy that I knew from school, and he said we could stay with him over here in New Mexico. Who knows? Then we're going to go through North Texas, possibly up into Arkansas to visit Alex's friend, to Georgia to visit Alex's friend, and then into Florida to visit our friends and his brother. South Carolina, we've got some friends. North Carolina, Alex's brother. And then as we get out east, Alex knows lots of people until we end up in New York. So, it looks like the plan is to stay 1 or 2 nights in every state. And hopefully we'll get picked up. I don't know. Alex might have to show some footage. What do you think?
Looking's free, but touching costs you.
The journey has begun. We are here in Eugene, and we got big giant backpacks on, and we got Alex with the sign. We're going to Bend, Oregon. Whoop whoop! Put up that thumb. Yeah! All right, I will introduce to you our first major ride pickups. They've brought us about 2.5 hours. This is Sarah and this is Joe. Say hi, guys. Hey. So we've spent the last, 2.5 hours together. Do you think? What do you think? You think we're crazy? You think we're crazy hitchhikers, or
doing what everybody should do?
more people should be like you guys.
Oh, thank you.
It's really sweet.
No, you guys are awesome. We had great conversations. We talked about.
I believe we stopped talking for 2.5 hours. Or 3 hours.
Right?
It was on. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate it.
I feel like it was like a group therapy session for everyone.
Right, yeah.
All right, well,
It's just good picking you guys up as it probably was not being hot.
yeah, right.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you. It was so nice to meet you guys.
You
And
too.
You guys. So we got dropped off here at the big sporting goods store.
speak up, sir.
We were just laying here for a minute, catching our breath after that nice little ride. And some guy told Christy that she had a nice bag.
Which I do. I got it for free.
And then somehow we got to the point where we're going to Bend, and he then offered us a ride 30 minutes. So here we are waiting for this guy to give us a ride to Bend, 30 minutes. We're 20 minutes away from Bend. Pretty coincidental. I guess there are no coincidences, but he said yes to giving us a ride. It's pretty cool. Kindness of people.
Here, will
Kindness of strangers.
you videotape for a second?
Yeah.
I just want to make the point quickly that we started this journey today in Eugene, Oregon, and it was like, we left at like 1:30 after we got done eating Subway, and we weren't sure how long it was going to take us to get picked up. We have not waited more than 10 minutes for three times today, and someone has offered to pick us up. So I don't know if it's just Oregon or if it's just our freaking luck or what, but the kindness of others.
It's my beautiful face.
The kindness of others is really something. So that's what we're trying to prove here. Thanks. Do you know how to press cut?
You heard it here. This?
No, you press the record button. This button. Hi there. Welcome back to the adventures of Christy and Alex. I'm your host, Christy Sperling. And today I'm going to tell you about how we ended up at our couch surfer's house, who's not home yet. It's a super nice neighborhood, but first day went fabulous. We ended up right where we wanted to go. We didn't wait longer than 10 minutes for a ride. That guy came back, first of all. Definitely a drug dealer, but super generous. And he offered us $100, which we didn't take. We took $20 cash. He asked us if we had food, and we told him we were trying to do it on $0, so he gave us $20. So,
Hotel.
And he also offered us a hotel, which we have a couch surfer, so I think we're okay. So it was a little interesting to see how it's just interesting, the whole thing about how kind people can be even when they're in like these really bad places in their lives. So do you have anything to add to that, Alex?
Yeah, it was a little scary for me, because you obviously knew something was up. You know, I mean, people are good people no matter in what trouble, I believe, in what trouble or what they do and stuff. You know, there's always, you know, love and good in them, but it's certainly nerve-wracking for me to see that sometimes. And hey, Vaughn was a nice guy to us, so I appreciate that. I hope he continues to pay it forward, and hopefully we will too.
Yeah. So we gonna get us some food and maybe some dinner, and we will catch you later. All right, we are here at our couch surfer's house, day 1. This is Sean. Say hi, Sean. Hey. And I forgot your name.
Sarah. Hi.
Sarah. So this is the kindness of others right here. Check this out. All right. But wait, there's more. I'm
Deliciousness.
Yeah, rad, cool. So we are super grateful to be here. Beautiful house. And these are some other friends we got here. Names, please.
What's up? My name's Nolan.
Nolan, what do you do for a living?
I'm a rock climber and coach.
Can we see your biceps? Beautiful. Look at those.
You got big forearms over there.
All right, and name, please.
Cheers, guys. My name is Mario, and I'm a digital advertising specialist.
All right, and what's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote. That's a hard one.
Or like your favorite motto?
Here, I gotta go.
Is it just do it?
Just do it? That could be one.
That's your Nike.
University of Oregon.
Okay, what is it? What's your
my
motto?
favorite quote, let's see.
Or quote?
I don't even know, sorry. I'll think of one later.
That's a great
Okay,
quote.
okay.
I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even
I
know.
don't even know.
No, these guys are awesome.
All right, Alex, what do you think of this house and this
This
experience?
house is like way too nice for me. It's just like super clean and like 3 guys live here. Pretty cool. It's been a good experience. They're McGrilling for us. Jeez.
Yeah, happy to have Christy and Alex here.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, that's our. Here we are. We just got picked up really quickly today. It's beautiful over here. We're still in Oregon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is Salty.
Hey, how's it going?
Salty's the trail name. And Salty, will you tell us if you had to give one piece of advice for doing the PCT, what would it be?
Get yourself mentally prepared. It's really more of a mental challenge than it is a physical challenge. So your body will catch up with your brain. Just make sure your brain wants to do it, because the people that quit are the ones that really aren't committed to it. So there you go.
He's kind of convinced us to do the PCT. What do you think, Alex?
It's all about the mind. I agree with this man. You know, much of life's challenges are start right here, the mind. So thank you, Salty, for picking us up. We really appreciate it, and we're grateful for day 2 of our hitchhiking.
There we go. Boise, Idaho, here we come.
Okay, so this is us again, still in Oregon, but pretty close to Boise. Christy is now driving as we have successfully managed to steal the truck that Salty picked us up in. Although he is riding passenger right now while popping a gnarly blister.
You can zoom in on the top there.
That looks pretty good there. So, it's been quite the adventure so far. Had DQ. Did not get the s'mores blizzard though, because we are on a budget.
Got it.
We're down
You
to.
got the blister.
Yes, I got it. There's liquid coming out. Yes.
Liquid coming out. All right, successful blister.
We spent like $7, so we're down to,
Screw you, blister.
I don't know, 20 minus 7, and then we have the $20 emergency cash. So,
We're down to like 13 something. Yeah. All right.
so we'll get back to you on that.
Right. Adios, homies. Do I press the record button again?
Yeah. All right, we're here at Couchsurfer number 2's house, Sue, and she has provided us with some salad tonight, straight from her garden, with some cucumbers and some tomatoes. Looks delicious.
Yeah, it looks. We tasted the tomatoes and they're really good. Makes fresh huckleberry jam, which I've never seen or had.
Can't go wrong.
It's awesome, and we got some blackberries.
Sue the fish farmer.
Koi.
Koi.
Farming is different.
We're learning so much about fish
Koi fish.
and koi.
And Boise, Idaho, which is a beautiful place.
All right. Thanks to Sue. It's a hot day here in Boise, Idaho. I am catching Alex Calero doing something illegal. We're on the freeway. We just got picked up for the first time, but he only dropped us off a couple exits away, and it's not quite as busy on this exit, so it was probably a bad deal to take his advice or to take his ride. So, anyways, it's going to be 109 today in Boise, so I'm hoping we get a ride. Wish us luck. All right, we're here with our buddy Jacob, and got picked up here. And this is Jason. Just kidding, Jason.
That's a gorgeous, like. Hey, we're here reporting live from Idaho Falls. We got Shoshone, Twin Falls. I'm sorry, thank you, sir. And we got Shoshone Falls. It could be bigger than Niagara Falls. It is beautiful, though, folks. Here we go. You're right.
Holy shit!
Look at the rainbow. Look at that rainbow right there.
I don't know if my camera can catch it.
Double rainbow.
amazing. It's so rad. Hi, Christy again. Today we have hitched a ride with a potato farmer here in Idaho, which is so exciting. Look at this is a potato fresh from the ground. I bet he says it probably weighs 11 ounces.
How many calories is it, Christy?
It's about 120 calories.
So
probably,
pretty light.
according to him. And one more thing, we also have cooled seats for a 101 degree day. Gave us 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Do the Randy gave us 20 bucks.
Nice
do the dance.
farmers.
The Randy gave us 20 bucks dance.
Randy gave us 20 bucks.
We are set up here at our new friend's house, and we are in. Where are we? What's the place called we're at? We're still somewhere in Idaho. We had a little change of plans. We met a really nice, cool guy. He offered to host us tonight and to let us set up our tent. And they offered us lasagna tonight. So that is what we are going to do. So we're really excited. Oh, and here they come. This is the new thing he bought today. He was picking it up, and that's when he picked us up. Good morning. We are at the Dan house. The Dan
house. Hi. I'm Dan Nissen.
And he made us some amazing biscuits and gravy this morning.
So good. That's delicious. Could be the best I've ever had. Probably is.
It's definitely the best. And
Full of shit there, but
No, it is. I'm not even lying.
how's your biscuits and gravy? Is it good? Yeah. Say good morning, guys.
Good morning.
They've been super generous to us here. We feel like we're at home. We feel like we have a new little family here in Idaho. Put together a little care package for us, or a big care package, if you will. We got one of these too.
There's a little ice thing to keep your chocolate
throw it away and I'll let it
cold. Well, you don't want it melting. It's gonna be 100 degrees.
Like they even got us ice for the trail mix. This is like too much. This is way too much.
This is called a stop at the dump. But now it's to work.
Right. Made it to Rock Springs, Wyoming. Pretty neat rock formations. Looking beautiful out here. On the road. Here with our driver, Rocky, and his beautiful dog, Chiquita. And Christy looking
And a beautiful
sleepy.
woman.
Pretty awesome people. Just had some 75-cent cones, ice cream cones, so feeling pretty good. And just driving. It's a long day today, but thanks to Rocky, we're making some waves.
All right, this is our friend Shaquille. He picked us up today, brought us to Denver. You could call him a medical miracle. You could call him a lot of things, a spiritual man. But we learned a lot from him today.
Yeah, this guy's awesome, man. He's got stories for days. He's a spiritual guy, engineer. What? And he bought us McDonald's, took us down here.
Amen.
It's been a pleasure, man.
So, Shaquille, if you had advice for anyone in the world, what would it be?
My advice would be, believe in yourself. Don't let your brain rule you. Use it as a tool for anything, and you will get to where you have to. Okay, because there's so much power in that. The next thing is to tie yourself to any being that is superior than you and believe in it, because that will empower you to do the things or help you to do the things what you want to achieve. All this journey that you have taken so far, you know what? There is something behind it
Divine, yeah.
that you are meeting people that are taking you from here to the next place. And so believe in that.
Yep.
Okay? But most of all, believe in yourself. For the two of you, trust each other. Love each other sincerely. Don't take any time that the other one for granted. Have a conflict, remember this time.
Hold hands.
Okay? and just remember this time that you have been together and what sacrifices you made. You will the conflict away. Love each other, prosper.
Yeah.
I just wish you the very
Thank you so much.
All right,
You've
brother.
been amazing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Good morning. We're in Denver this morning, and we're leaving here in a few minutes to go to Colorado Springs. We have a dog fight. That's Lily and Sheila. Lily. Hi. This is Gina. Will you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Gina, and we're so happy to host Christy and Alex here.
Yeah.
We hope you guys come back soon.
Yeah. Were we crazy messy or what do you think?
No, not at all. We love having you guys here. Like you even clean
That's really sweet.
the dishes and stuff. Thank you so much.
That's like all we can offer is the dishes.
Yeah, no, this was awesome. They hosted us for like 2 nights, and we had barbecue. They had like dinner waiting for us.
And M&Ms. Endless M&Ms.
It was crazy. We went to the brewery. It was just an awesome experience.
It was a really
Thanks
good time.
so much. We're very grateful.
They let us use their car to go
Yeah.
on a hike
On a hike.
over in Boulder. So today we're off to the Garden of the Gods, which is in Colorado Springs. So wish us luck.
Yeah.
Hey, we are here in Castle Rock, Colorado. We just got picked up by our very second solo female driver. Will you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Ashley is really cool. She tattoos eyebrows and eyeliner and stuff. Why did you pick up a hitchhiker today?
You guys look like you need a ride, and I've been in your shoes, so thought I'd return the favor.
Right on.
You didn't look like, murderers. So.
Yeah, well, we're not, so that's good news for all of us. All right, well, thank you for the ride.
Yeah, thank you.
This is our new friend here. You just picked us up. We're going to Colorado Springs. Yeehaw! He's gonna say, Alex is in the back seat and he smells like an ass in Japanese.
Which is roughly that. アウトの匂いはケツのらしいです。ケツらしいな。ケツのらしい. I'm nervous right now. Cameras scare me.
Cameras are scary. All right, sorry, bro. You smell like an ass.
That was a very nice man. That's like, I know I'm a hitchhiker, but I'm still a person. Now I'm kidding.
We made it to the Garden of the Gods.
Y'all good?
I hope so.
All right.
It's rocks.
Ha 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 ha.
Hello, folks. We got Christy Sperling over here making some miso soup.
So, one of our couch surfer ladies that hosted us gave us some packets of miso soup, and this is what we have to eat today.
For free.
For free! So we just went to the gas station and kind of like, I wonder if there's any nutrients at all in these things. We were just like, oh, can we have some hot water? And they were like, I'll let it go this time. So.
Although we are doing this in plastic containers here.
Which we got for free.
Hot water in plastic containers. Very questionable. But it's
we
our
go.
dinner for tonight. So we just finished our miso soups, which were pretty good. What'd you think, Christy?
Yeah, very low calorie.
Nice, low calorie.
Maybe
Okay.
10 calories.
And now, what do you got there, Christy? What do you got in your
This is
hand?
that plant powder. It's like supposed to be nutritional, but it's super chunky.
Yeah.
Ew. So we just gotta slam it. It tastes like shit. It tastes so bad. So I'm gonna drink half of it, and I'm gonna give half to
so it's like a powder dinner we're having today. We're like astronauts or something. We're like army people. Oh, chug, 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 chug. What was it?
gross. Tastes like dog food. You get the chunkier part though. That's the best.
But what are you grateful for, Christy?
I'm grateful to be in Colorado Springs.
What's it? Oh my gosh, you should have had Italian. What's across the street from us, Christy?
There's an Italian bistro.
You fancy. You're not having plant powder there, Christy.
We have 1 minute left on this. Alright, since we have 1 minute left on this, I'm going to show you this sign, which is hilarious.
Zoom in.
Alright, I know we got less than a minute, but we're here, and our friend has offered to let us sleep in his tent tonight. And we met them on the trail. We had kind of a crazy experience.
Yeah.
One person that was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I think we were just distrustful, but we're safe.
Yeah, really testing our perception and our fear, especially mine. You know, heart was racing a little bit, but I mean, he turned out to be a really nice guy. Gave us a ride all the way up to our location, and then we met these other nice people. So just really, you know, testing a lot of fears and boundaries, and really my perception of strangers and stuff. So it's good. It's good to continue trying to grow, I guess.
And that's a wrap for this disc.
So this is day 7. We are out here in an RV park near Pikes Peak Mountain, very famous mountain in Colorado Springs. And we stayed with our friend Ricardo in his big tent here. We actually met Ricardo while trying to go to the National Forest, and he lives here in the tent near this nice river. It's a pretty dope spot. He actually is more of a adventurer than Christy and I, as he started in Orlando from Mexico, flew into Orlando, and has now had several jobs, including a job here in the RV park. Pretty cool guy. And I'm pointing the camera at Christy because she seems a little worried there. Why are you worried, Christy? What's going on?
You have to come closer, because I don't want to yell all my sins.
This is good, because then if I zoom in, it's just your face. I want to see your change. What do you got there, Christy?
So I went to the hotel across the street, and I was gonna go just get some hot water for my tea, but then I saw that they had free continental breakfast. So I stole some peanut butter, and I stole a banana, and I stole a packet of tea. I drank the tea and ate the banana, but now I'm gonna go make amends because I feel bad. So this is what I have
Shame
for
on you.
amends.
Just
Hopefully
kidding.
they don't call the cops. So wish me luck.
She's on her way. She's a little silly, but hey, she's just trying to keep the good karma going. Okay, this is our good friend Ricardo here. We met him yesterday, like I was saying. We were trying to go to the National Forest, but he informed us it was very far, and so he let us stay at his place, which is like a palace. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, what?
All right, Christy's back.
The results are in. She didn't give a shit. I said I was sorry, and I returned the peanut butter, and she said, "It's fine." Ha ha ha.
I told you, it's fine. It's just a banana.
I know, but I felt bad.
Oh man, that's funny. So, we got, like I said, this is Ricardo. He just got some breakfast for himself. Looks like, what'd you get there, Ricardo? Some Subway steak. Yeah.
With cheese, chipotle sauce with just lettuce.
Chipotle, man.
I'm a simple, I don't like
You're a simple guy? Except for your pizza. What do you like on your pizza, Ricardo?
good pizza.
What do you like on your pizza, though?
They don't have chorizo beans with jalapenos sauce. You need
Yeah.
that in your pizza if you wanna have a good munchies.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Ricardo. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, traveling to the East Coast to the West Coast. It's cool.
East Coast to West Coast.
I meet this guy, Fred.
What's up,
This
guys?
is Fred. This is,
How's it going, dude?
how you doing, man?
I'm alright. He picks me in the highway. That's what I'm
So
saying.
Fred picked him up on the highway and just gave him a job?
Something like that, yeah. he was trying to go to San Francisco. I saved him. I said, no, Colorado's where everybody wants to be right now, not San Francisco.
Yeah, it's true.
Nice.
All cheaper here.
So you're living out in your tent and just traveling the U.S.
You can make a video.
We'll film your tent a little bit.
What are y'all doing?
Hitchhiking across the
Pretty
state.
dope.
Yeah,
Started in Oregon.
exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
so y'all are
exactly.
going east, he's going west.
Yeah, it's easy.
You
got it.
Well, we just want
in
to
English. That's why I'm speaking.
we just want to say we're very grateful for your hosting us, Ricardo.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
We really appreciate it. All right, this is day 8 of hitchhiking, and we are in the car with Lenka. This is actually Emily's.
Czechoslovakian name.
Yes, Czechoslovakian name, as we learned. This is actually Emily's mom, and she's just a peach. She's really kind. She gave us great vegetarian dinner last night. You know, we had an inflatable mattress. It was just a beautiful home. So thanks a lot for letting us stay there.
Oh, you're so
You
welcome.
We got some Herbalife.
Some Herbalife, yeah.
Yeah, there's a scoop of Herbalife in your shake today.
Perfect.
Your smoothie.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
so
hosting us
welcome.
once again. And I don't know. Can you tell us something about yourself? What's one thing you want to let other people out there know?
Well,
It doesn't have necessarily be about you. It can be about anything in the world.
Yeah.
Well, I think, just this whole less than 24 hours, it's something that I know is my gift. My gift is hospitality, so I love to, cook food for people and invite them to share a meal. So it was just a true pleasure and honor to be able to have that all line up. And
It is a gift. It's a gift for us.
yeah. You guys are
I love gifts.
beautiful people, and it just
And I found this hitchhiker over here. She does not, says we don't smell bad. And I certainly
Thanks
don't
for the narration there.
smell bad. She apparently doesn't smell bad either. Pretty funny. Hopefully we get picked up soon.
All right, Alex is trying a new technique. We're here at the gas station. We're having trouble getting picked up here. We're trying to get to Kansas City. Well, we have not gotten a ride, but we did find at this gas station the most mysterious Kansas bugs. They're pretty nasty. Look at it. Ew.
I think that's a juniper.
Well, we got kicked out of our first gas station, so we are trying this again. Except we're trying it at a stoplight instead of right on the interstate. So we will report back and let you know how it goes. We're in Missouri, and let me tell you, we are really in Missouri. We've been here for a little while now. Today's been rough. I'm tired. Look at, I got bags under my eyes. It's humid out. And
hopefully you'll get picked up soon, though. You gotta have hope.
so we're here still in Kansas City, Missouri. We're having a hard time getting a ride here, a really hard time. And so we're running low on options. It's getting dark, as you can see. The sun's going down. It's like 7:30. We haven't eaten yet, but people keep giving us money. Some guy just gave us like 17 bucks cash. We don't even ask for money. People just give it to us. Somebody hung $3 out the window, maybe because Alex looks like a hobo. Just kidding. He's a cutie. But we're just at the gas station trying to solicit rides. I got tired. My feet are tired. It's just been the worst day hitchhiking yet. So we're really hoping. So one of the guys that picked us up offered to let us stay at his house, so we might do that. Or because we're trying to get down to Arkansas tonight, but Alex is on the phone with his buddy Anthony, and we'll see if if he's okay with us not making it. But at the gas station, I went inside to get a cup of ice, which cost 26 cents, but I didn't have it on me, and so the gas station clerk bought me a cup for 26 cents. So that is the generosity of others, and I am a lucky ducky. So I'm just trying to stay grateful, trying to have a good attitude, so I don't attract like shit,
I know.
like rides and
I know.
negativity. So just trying to stay grateful.
I know.
So with that, we're out. Peace.
All
Where are we at?
We're on day 8. Is this day 8? All right, we're on day 8, and today we had a really tough time, as Christy said earlier, getting some rides. But our friend Alan here gave us a ride. It was several exits down, you know, not too far, but you know, he was kind enough to give us a ride, and said he lived nearby the highway, and he gave us his card. Said if we get in a bind, you know, if we get stuck, to give him a call, and so we did, and here we are at his place in
Kansas City.
It was very generous of him to let us stay at his place. It's a really nice place. He's got this huge plant in the back that's awesome that wraps around, and we're really grateful to be here. And you know, this is just one of those other things, kindness of strangers. But if you're in the Kansas City area, maybe check out Concrete Flatwork Specialist. It's Concrete Master. Is that right? Is that Concrete Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, Concrete Master. I'm sure he does good work. He's a good guy.
Fine gentleman, that Alan. Day 9, and it's a beautiful day. We got our first ride in a semi-truck. We're just getting out now. But I don't think he wanted his company to know that he picked up hitchhikers because it's against company policy. So there he goes. Bye. Very nice guy. We have asked for $0, but people have given us lots of money on our trip. And we are now at $115, and we've actually spent some already on, like, we had like McDonald's, and we had some other food on the trip. But we're doing really well, so no worries.
We just got a small blizzard full of rain. Alright.
And it was for free.
For free.
Because we downloaded the app.
Because they're cheap.
We have Alex here, running late again, as always.
What? It's 8:30, dude. I made the time.
No, it's 8:30 and you're
the one
not
drinking
ready.
tea.
You are not ready.
I can go right now.
This is your half of tea. I was just waiting. Anyway, so we're at Anthony and Joe's. Hey guys!
Hi.
We've been here for the past couple days, and it's been amazing. They have helped us rejuvenate and relax. We went to the pool. We went hiking. What else did we do?
We ate. We played board games.
We grilled out. Played board games. Oh, and me and Joe kicked ass both times.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Whatever.
But thank you guys for all that you've done. Tell us something about, we're in Bentonville, Arkansas, by the way. Tell us something about Bentonville.
So Bentonville is the home of Walmart. Everything here is Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. So we have gas stations at a Walmart. We have neighborhood groceries. Even the museum and the enormous bike trail that goes like 40 miles from one city to another city is all hosted by Walmart.
Yeah. And we went to Memorial Park yesterday, and there was like kids playland, and what did it say? Like there was like a fake bank, and then there was what? Like
a Walmart.
A fake Walmart, dude, what? They're like brainwashing our kids. Anyways, that's cool. Well, thanks you guys for hosting us. Bentonville's kind of cute. It kind of grew on me.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks, guys.
When we're hitchhiking and we're bored in Arkansas, here's what we do. Alex, show us how to floss. No, just do it. Let's see you do it. Go.
Like that.
Good. This is Christy flossing. She thinks she's got it better than I do, but I don't think so.
I just fell asleep for like 2 hours in the back of some guy's car. I guess I needed it. It's been super hot today. We're still in Arkansas. We just made it to Little Rock. Alex was speaking Spanish with the guy who's from Guatemala. Had a pretty crazy story, I guess. But anyways, I just wanted to make a quick note and say that gas is super cheap here in Arkansas. Here. Show me how to fly. We're really practicing. We're getting there.
Just for $3, we got nacho fries, which are my favorite fries, probably in the fast food world today. We got 2 burritos, which we have eaten halfway, and we're pretty close to full. So $3 and like 30 cents. We're pretty fortunate. God bless the USA for their...
And some of this, again, nutritional shake mix.
God bless the USA for their fast food and overweight and indulgent citizens of America. Dude, we got free nacho fries. The manager was like, hey, have some more fries. Kindness of strangers.
So we're here today at the laundromat with Calero Butt and Mateo. Alex, why don't you tell us how far we're walking tonight?
We have to walk 4 miles to the Greyhound station. It's a little far. It's almost 9 right now, right?
It's totally dark.
A little dark outside, walking on a small highway. It's a little challenging tonight, but I mean, we expected some of this. It's not every day is going to be a piece of cake. We had some good rest. Thanks to our friend Dan and Joe. And so that's what we'll do. We'll take the Greyhound over in the morning and get back on track.
And yeah, spend the night at the Greyhound station.
Yeah.
So wish us luck.
Start recording.
I don't know if you guys can see how rainy it is here, but it's pretty wet. So we're still on our way to the Greyhound station. We've already walked like 3 miles. We're pretty tired, but I think we're gonna stay under this thing and just see. Hopefully it lightens up a little bit within the next half hour, so we can get on a Greyhound and head over to Memphis to start hitchhiking again tomorrow morning. Well, we sure made it to Greyhound, but they won't let us in because the hours of operation are from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So they literally won't let us in until we buy a ticket online. So we're gonna attempt to do that. And this will be half of our money, and then we'll be down to like $50. And hopefully people just help us out a little more, or we don't need to make any more money.
Oh, there's only 1 seat left for $5.50. Should we buy the $6.15?
This is what camping at the Greyhound station looks like. And we walked about 8 miles today, and most of it was in the wet, and poor Alex gets to sleep next to my stinky feet.
Every week.
Will you introduce yourself, sir?
Oh, I'm Jason Mander.
And he's a tow truck driver. Tell us what your company's called.
My company is Anytime Express Towing.
Where are you from? Where are you based out of?
We're Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, baby!
Beham, proud. And me and my brothers run the company.
Nice.
We've been in business about 4 years now.
Cool. Tell us a couple subjects that you're passionate about, or anything you want to say to the camera.
You know, first of all, I want to say how excited I am about y'all's trip.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm one of those guys that watches all the Netflix documentaries. I'm like, man, I should have done that. That's so amazing, kayaking down the river or doing this or that. And when y'all told me what you're doing, trying to get from Eugene, Oregon to New York, like New York City,
New York, baby.
Maybe you'll see Jay-Z.
Maybe you'll see Jay-Z.
Or 50 Cent even, you know? He's from there, I think. That's pretty exciting. And you know what? Y'all are young. It's time to do it. And I would really like to see that you guys get there because it kind of renews my faith in humanity a little bit. But I also do think there's a lot of good people in this world. And not very many of them get credit for it. And a lot of people don't hear about the things that people do. But I feel like God or the Spirit or whoever you think or whatever you think, the universe, whenever you're in a really fucked up situation, it somehow tends to
work its way out.
Place instruments or people or things in your life that kind of help it, you know, ease out a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I would.
Hey, camera. My battery died on the video camera, so I wanted to tell the story about yesterday and a couple important points yesterday. It was kind of a tough day yesterday getting rides. We actually went through 5 states. We started in Memphis, and we went through. We started in Arkansas, then Tennessee, then Mississippi, then Alabama, and then we made it to Atlanta, but just 6 hours late or something like that. Alex told Angel we'd be here at 6 p.m. We ended up here at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. So actually a complete day late, actually. But so some interesting things yesterday were that we had an encounter with the police.
The popo.
The fuzz. But it wasn't too bad. They just like yelled over the speaker, the microphone, the megaphone in their car, and they just told us to get off the road and to be on the side of the road. So me and Alex proceeded to go on the side of the road, and
Got 1 minute left.
Immediately we got picked up by the person in that vehicle. But that person just happened to be kind of crazy. The person said that he had an uncle who was 9 foot tall, and his uncle had 23 kids, and that's when I knew that he was a nut job. And so I texted Alex out of nervousness.
By the way, that's Angel over there, and he's going to be a cop, even though he's beating up his dog right now.
I'm not beating her up. She's playing with her.
And get those Cinnabons.
And this is Justina. She's making Cinnabons for us. But yeah, we're really grateful for them, and we are happy to be here. So thank you, Justina. Any words for the camera?
I think their journey is inspiring and will bring hope back to humanity, hopefully, if this gets shared. It was a pleasure to have you guys, and if you guys ever come back, we'd love to have you guys again. So thank you.
What'd you say, Angel?
You're not allowed back too soon.
Come on, bro.
All right, one more story about yesterday is that we had a couple people walk by us and just hand out, as we were hitchhiking, they actually looked like drug addicts themselves, and they gave us a whole bag of ramen noodles. They gave us Ritz crackers and a bunch of packets of oatmeal. So that was super awesome. The kindness of strangers.
Hey, good morning. We're here in Atlanta. This is day 14 of our journey here. We actually just got picked up by a taxi cab driver. We didn't have any money. We told him straight up, hey, we don't have any money. But he still picked us up. He said, that's okay. I like to give people rides, help in any way I can, and that's his way of helping out. And he actually gave us $5 too. So this taxi driver went like negative, but you know, he made our day. He's awesome, so we're very grateful. And we're in Atlanta. Hopefully we'll get down to Florida. All right.
So a nice guy named Esteban came and hooked us up, finally got us out of Atlanta. Super nice guy. We thought he'd give him a shout out.
His company is EAA.
Here in the Atlanta area.
Esteban and Efren, the Atlanta, Fayetteville area. He's, we don't know much about him, but he's just a really nice guy, you know. And being in the construction world, you know, nice guys are hard to come by. And
was awesome. Got us a ride and gave some Gatorades. So thank you, Esteban.
Nicer than the lady who there was a lady yelling at me out her window telling me that if I got in a car with someone I would definitely get raped. So I mean, I guess she came out of a place of love, but little did she know we came from Oregon and I have yet to be raped. So I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky or ugly. We are still out here hitchhiking near Atlanta, and it has been hours. It's super hot out, and we're just kind of feeling defeated today. So, hoping that we catch a ride here soon, because I think I'm just gonna cry pretty soon here.
And here we have the green leaf bug. It loves its humans.
Alex, how are you feeling right now?
You know, it's certainly, it could be the toughest day. Atlanta area, I guess. A little difficult to find rides. I'm not sure why. You know, could be a number of variables. Time of day, people, demographic, I'm not sure, but I've been out here for hours and no ride, so it's pretty tough. I think we're gonna have to get back to the drawing board or something.
Do you still believe in the kindness of strangers?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Have you lost any hope at all?
No hope whatsoever. I mean, we had a couple of rides today, taxi driver, this really nice construction guy, and this other guy from Vietnam, so just awesome. But you know, you get these days. It's we've been fortunate. I think we were spoiled too much. We got too many kindness of strangers early on, and you know, throughout our trip. And now it's a little tougher, but you know, it's all part of the challenge.
As we're getting more desperate, still hanging out here. This is going on probably hour 4 or 5. We're starting to look at Craigslist rideshare. We got a hold of a guy who's going to South Florida. Is okay with little money, and he's not leaving until midnight tonight, so it's 4 p.m. now. We'd have a long day ahead of us. A guy stopped by, like some highway, not really a highway patrol, but like, I don't really know what you'd call him, but he stopped and gave us some waters and said, Alex, what is 7 times 4?
28.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
10 pounds.
Who said Luke, I was your father?
Luke, I was your father?
Okay, we know what he said that.
Darth Vader.
Alright, will you tell us, where are we right now?
We're in Stuart, Florida. We made it. A nice guy named Chuck from rideshare, Craigslist. It's a thing. Gave us a ride.
Florida, baby. Pretty neat.
I don't think it's.
All right, wait, don't clean it up yet. Let me see. What happened here?
First you have to videotape.
I just put dishwashing soap.
No, one morning Andrew did that.
Alex tried to be helpful.
The floor was covered.
What did you put in there exactly?
I told you I put dishwashing soap.
Where is it? Let me see it.
No.
Oh, no.
We have these wonderful hosts, and we just thought we'd try to thank them by doing the dishes, and
this is what happens.
This is what Alex
says.
says.
This is why I don't help. This is why.
Isn't there just like a rinse and
Yeah, hold on. Close it.
There's gotta be a better way of doing this.
Although, but the problem is,
Should I put the
You just
towel
have to
down?
run it without anything. Yeah, just run it again. And hopefully.
All right, now here's our interview with, this is my friend Papa D. That's short for Papa Dick. It's a long story. So Papa D, where were you born?
I was born in Inverness, Florida,
And where are you moving?
to Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm
Yeehaw!
gonna be a country girl.
How do you feel about that?
Really excited. I can't wait.
Cool.
Yes.
What is your favorite memory of us?
Oh my gosh. Probably any time we were sitting around a campfire.
Amen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Those were good times.
And can you say Irish wristwatches 3 times fast?
Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches.
Whoa, that was really good.
That was really good.
Have you never done that before?
No.
Now I gotta ask somebody else to do it. It made me look like a fool on camera. I need you to say Irish wristwatches 3 times fast.
Irish wristwatches?
It's gotta be fast, yeah.
Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches.
That was actually pretty
You
good
got
too.
it. That was pretty good.
Close.
Irish.
Wristwatches. Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches,
Irish wristwatches, Irish wristwatches. Perfect.
So we heard that the kitchen got worse, and I came in to find this. They decided to restart the dishwasher so it would clean some of this out.
My brownie kicked in.
How do you feel about this?
I don't feel great. I feel bad.
Well, you look good cleaning it. So.
I didn't check if this side.
Alright, we're gonna try and scoop it up. Well,
Try.
should I take both?
Yeah.
Like,
Stop filming.
Oh my
When I
god.
was opening it, I felt like I was like checking the drugs, you know? I'm like, alright.
Oh, that's a good idea. Alex, will you give yourself a Santa beard?
No, it could be, but.
Give yourself a Santa beard.
Here, move your feet.
What does Santa say?
Merry Christmas.
My turn. I couldn't spend it.
So I'll take
Literally,
from
too
now.
much.
You're gonna take from me?
Yeah.
Remember what could have happened earlier?
No, he made a dumb decision.
Yeah.
Take
I
it
didn't
first.
hurt him.
Let's punish him. Yeah.
Let's get a pick here.
Exactly.
Good. That's a weed.
Got my first card.
Got these. We'll see.
Alright, Emmanuel, you're
Who wants
up.
to trade?
Talk to us.
This is the longest game.
Use words.
I want a sheep, man. I just stole your shit, but I want a sheep.
How long have we been playing for, Papa D?
Give me a clay.
Probably 2 hours.
Or a boulder.
No, just a clay.
All right, Clay. Give me 2 trees.
Perfect. Oh. Yes.
It appears we have a winner. Hours later.
What a faker.
All right, we're going to show you the progress we've made so far. Follow the little loopy lines.
That's on YouTube. T.I.
G.I.
Yeah, the international. Come on.
The dope man.
Oh, nice. It's just straight up live.
That's where we're at now.
Today.
We're feeling pretty spoiled here at Jaime's house, Alex's brother. We got breakfast in bed. And you'd think we're in a hotel because, and not just homeless, friggin' hitchhikers with this view. Heyo! Miami, baby.
Ah, Jesus, my brother. He's getting himself into trouble again over here in Dade County Jail. Time to bail this son of a gun out. Alright, good.
It's August 27th, and we're in Miami. We just finished up at Alex's brother's house. We started hitchhiking. Great intersection here. We were standing right there behind this yellow line, and a cop came and said that we weren't allowed to hitchhike. I proceeded to tell him that hitchhiking was not illegal in Florida, and he had nothing to say to that. He said, but at least we shouldn't be in the street. I don't think we were in the street, but he told us to move, so we have to go find a new place to hitchhike, I guess. So we'll see.
We got 40 bucks. We got 40 bucks. We got 40 bucks. I wonder who it's from.
We're not gonna make it. No, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it to Jacksonville.
Alex is tired. How tired are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. Why are you tired?
It's been a long day in Florida. We made it a couple hours to Stewart. Started from Miami. It took us about 8 hours, so a little difficult to get around in Florida. But we did get picked up by one Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not actually, but like he was pretty close. He's from Czechoslovakia. It's huge muscles, and he did jiu-jitsu, and really sweet guy, along with an Israeli man who gave us 40 bucks. I don't know if I said that already. I did. All right.
So now we're getting desperate. So I just posted something on Craigslist rideshare. So hopefully someone gets a hold of us for tomorrow and gives us a ride. If not, we're just gonna start the hitchhiking game again. But we got about an hour left of sunlight, and we're here at Wendy's getting a 50 cents Frosty. 50 cents Frosties.
50 cents Frosty. Can't go wrong.
Okay, so we literally had the worst night ever. It was so bad. We couldn't find a ride in Stewart, so we had to, like, homeless people trespass and find a place to set up a tent. And so it was a good eye-opener, you know, just to help me remember what it was like. Have some empathy for those who are struggling, who don't have a place to live. It was so hot, like, look at my fucking hair. I'm just sticky, I'm gross. Some guy threw a loaf of bread out his window when we were hitchhiking, apparently thinking we were panhandling, probably. But, yeah, that drew some ants into my bag last night. And so I woke up this morning, and mind you, it's dark because we didn't want to open it. We wanted to make sure that nobody saw us back where we were. And there's ants everywhere, not just ants, like biting ants in Florida. We were still in Florida. And so they got all over in the bread and all over our feet. They bit me all over. But Alex woke up and had something else, which I don't think is ant bites, but it looks like a heat rash or something.
Yeah, some pretty good heat rash here. Although this looks like a bite. This is like a pretty big welt
Where?
over here.
Oh yeah, that looks like a spider bite or something. Hold
Yeah.
on, wait, turn around. I couldn't see it, right? It looks like a nipple. Hey, stop moving it.
Along with my heat rash, it makes for a pretty agitated foot. But
What did you think about last night?
last night, it was pretty sticky and hot in there. It's like probably the stickiest and the hottest I've been. But made it through.
You look like shit.
Got some sleep. I know, I look like shit. I've been sweating since I woke up, and all the way till I stopped sweating when I fell asleep. Just rolling around a little bit. Trying not to touch you because you were hot. And yeah, it was tough, but.
All right, we're here. We made it to Jacksonville, and we're at our couch surfers
But before going to couch surf, we actually had a surf ride with our good friend Andrew.
How's it going?
Right here, who is actually a professional surfer, dude. It's crazy. 2 professionals in one day.
Yeah, I just by chance picked these guys up on the side of the road. They looked friendly enough to give a ride to, and I happened to have to leave where I was down in Daytona Beach to drive back to Jacksonville, which is exactly where they were going, and on a total coincidence to pick up a washer and dryer for my new place. So
what are the chances of that? Wait, yeah. Did you also say you picked up another hitchhiker this morning?
Oh yeah, I had a little frog that was on my car hitchhiking earlier, and he was on my story on Instagram, and I said picking up hitchhikers. So just coincidental, 2 in one day.
2 hitchhikers.
And we were just about to give up tonight because it just got dark, and then he appeared in our life.
The universe was working out for these guys tonight.
The universe just worked out, and usually it does, if you just let go and let it happen.
Good vibes.
Yeah, so I made the analogy earlier, this might be a little corny, but like a surfer, you gotta wait for the right wave. Like a hitchhiker, you gotta wait for the right ride.
So we did hear a cool surfing story. Will you tell us the one about the shark?
Yeah, so I've actually had a shark try to bite me, and it bit the surfboard. I was able to get my hands and feet out of the water in time, and luckily enough, it left some bite marks on the board, but not on my body.
Rad.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
You're a rock star.
Fun time, guys.
Appreciate you, Andrew.
Yeah.
This is our couch surfer's house. We made it to Jacksonville. It's beautiful. Living life. We're in Brunswick, Georgia, and it is fucking hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, pretty tough to get picked up. There have been a couple of hitchhikers that have been here, and one of them actually was right next to us, so we kind of relocated. Yeah, they, I don't know, but hey, they're just people just like us looking for a ride, so we can definitely empathize and not take it so personal.
We took our goddamn spot. Well, we were in it.
It's easy. Hey guys, we're here with Joe. Also, his Spanish name is Jose Miguel. And yeah, he picked us up today from... Where'd you pick us up from?
I guess it was around the Brunswick area.
Yeah, Brunswick.
We were
out there for 2 hours. He was kind enough to pick us up. He moved some stuff around. He's pretty packed in here, but we're really grateful for him picking us up. And can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, so I am probably the first slide repair guy they've ever met. So
yes.
I hail from Indiana. It's kind of weird. I happened to be in Georgia at the same time that you all were, and so this has been a great experience for me, being that it's my first time to ever actually pick up a hitchhiker, a pair of hitchhikers, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot, not only about humanity, but about culture and about people and about myself. So I've enjoyed the really thought-provoking conversations that we've been able to have, you, Christina, and also with you, Alex. So
yeah, it's awesome.
I guess I get to call her by my full name now, right?
Of course.
So.
Here we are in North Carolina. Mr. JP letting us stay. Our last disc actually broke. I'm not really sure how to fix it. It needs some sort of AC adapter, so I'm hoping that disc number 3 isn't totally doomed. We had some really good footage on there. But we're going to D.C. next.
North Carolina has been great. It's been a blast. Met a lot of cool people. JP cooked us dinner or some kind of food meals a couple times now, including pasta when we came in.
Food meals, those are my favorite kind of meals. So, who's going to take us tomorrow?
is going to take us. Oh, we got this fine gentleman. He's actually an economist, Kevin, who works for the FDA. And he
just happens to be going to
sweet.
D.C. tomorrow.
Happens to be going to D.C. We met him yesterday, so that's pretty lucky. And he said he was willing to drive us, although he questioned the integrity of this ride, as it's not really hitchhiking. But he's a cool guy, and we got lucky with that. Hopefully we'll be in New York in a couple days.
You should go in the car. Alright, well, we're here with Kevin, who is an economist.
Hey, I'm an economist.
He's Dr. Kevin, and he's an awesome guy. We met him at NC State through Friends of Friends, and he just so happened to be going to D.C. We were both at North Carolina. We're going to D.C. He decided to give us a ride. We're really grateful for him. Really appreciate you, Kevin. Got any words to say about a trip or yourself or really anything?
No. I think that your trip is like a really cool idea, and I mean, like, regardless of how the rest of it goes, you did get here from like all the way in Oregon, so like that's pretty good. Like, I guess point made about that portion of your journey anyway. So yeah, congrats, and I'm sure it'll work out.
Well, we made it to D.C., but I forgot to tape the frickin' White House. But here's something. This is where Martin Luther King was. There's the Capitol. Kind of pretty. Good old Lincoln Memorial. Good old honesty. Something, something, Philadelphia freedom. You know I was made to wave the flag.
Dude, this is crazy. We're here at Bridget Gomez's house. Good friend, really good friend from high school, and she's just, you know, giving us a meal like this, Italian. I mean, I feel like I'm at a restaurant. It's thanks so much. She's awesome, and then letting us stay here.
This cat is kind of insane.
Louie!
He really doesn't like Alex. See, he's upset because Alex broke the chair. Here's what Alex did today.
Do you have a sponge by any chance?
trip, Alex?
So it's been maybe 2.5 weeks, something like that, 2 weeks since the trip, since we got to New York, where my aunt's. It's pretty awesome. Overall, what I thought of the trip was that it was a great experience that I'll always carry with me. Well, just like any experience, but I think this one was unique in the fact that I learned a lot about myself. I learned to overcome some of the fears, initial fears that you come in with what hitchhiking is, and you really challenge these thoughts and emotions that you have when you enter a stranger's car. And ultimately, I learned that people were just like inherently awesome, kind-hearted folks, you know. I think that not only did I learn about myself a lot, but about other people and their stories and what they've been through. And I think just having those small interactions or long interactions with strangers in cars hopefully help to heal the heart a little bit from both sides. I think now that we tell our friends and family about this adventure, we tell them what we went through, you know, in terms of physical hardships or mental hardships, you know, the logistics of it, you know, how we did it. But a lot of times we're explaining the stories of the people who gave us a ride. So really our hitchhiking story is a culmination of a lot of stories from other people. They're just as loving and great and beautiful as the rest of the people in the world. And they're just like us. So next time I see a hitchhiker, probably pick them up, because he's a beautiful soul just like us. So that's what I thought. And we're here with Christy Sperling, hitchhiker lady who has reached New York. What are your final thoughts here, Christy?
Yeah, I've had some time to process since we arrived in New York, and it's difficult to sum up exactly. I can't just give you like one sentence or one word that describes the hitchhiking trip, because there were ups and downs, as I'm sure the video showed. But overall, I would say that we accomplished our goal. Our goal was to prove that people are still good, people still, and I say still because there was a time, a lot of people say something like, oh, you can't trust people these days, or oh, I used to hitchhike. That's how people got around back then, but things are different now. People can't be trusted. And so I think that the idea was to prove that people are still good. Not to say that there aren't weirdos, because there certainly are, but they're so few and far in between that that was kind of like the intention of this documentary, was to show that most folks are still genuine, good folks that want to help people out. And so we met so many amazing people on this trip. I am like overwhelmed by the amount of generosity and love and kindness and care. People that went out of their way to drive us to our destinations. People that people were throwing change out the windows, loaves of bread out the window. You know, people were poor people were giving us money when we weren't asking for it, and just saying, here, take it. And we were like, no, we don't want it. And they were saying, please, you know, like we want to help. And so who am I to rob them of their karma? So I think that not only did we accomplish our goal, but I think that I learned a lot in the process about more than just proving that people were good, but people were even more generous and kind than I could have imagined. I was surprised to see how many people went out of their way to give and to be helpful. And it was difficult to receive so much. It really was. You know, to spend a month of our lives not really having much to give other than doing someone's dishes or driving for them, or, you know, maybe enlightening them with a little positive conversation. But other than that, I wasn't able to give much because that was kind of the goal of that was kind of one of the little rules we had made on this trip. And so it was really difficult to receive so much. But again, it really taught me how good the world is. I would say that if I were to give an overall synopsis, I would say, you know, that through this hypothesis, our theory now is not a theory, that most people are genuinely kind people and they want to give back. And so yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I wouldn't do it again, but I would say that if I were to give, I hope that people who watch this are inspired to also give back more, to pay it forward more, and I hope that people are less afraid of their neighbors. That's it.